Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back for a Wednesday edition of the Steel City Sports Report, where we talk all things Steelers, Penguins, and Pirates. I am your host, Brady Vini, and today's report includes Mike Tomlin's Tuesday press conference news and notes. Could the Steelers be in the market for a new offensive coordinator after the season? The Pittsburgh sports team's help with multiple community services, and more. As always, please be sure to like, comment, and share this video, as well as subscribe to the channel. Now let's get into the first news story of the day. Mike Tomlin's Tuesday press conference news and notes. Yesterday was another Tomlin Tuesday on the South Side as Pittsburgh Steelers head coach Mike Tomlin held his annual weekly press conference recapping last week's loss against the Cleveland Browns and looking ahead to this week's game against the Cincinnati Bengals. As always, here is some news and notes from Tomlin's presser. Starting by talking about the Steelers' loss to the Cleveland Browns, Tomlin credited the Brownies with a well-played game. On this topic, Coach T says that the Steelers need to be better in the red zone on both sides of the ball. Since they played on Thursday last week, the Steelers had their mini-bye week to deeply analyze and address this issue. Tomlin added that the team worked a lot on this in practice on Tuesday, and that schematical changes in the red zone will be coming. One red zone change could be using more packages involving quarterback Justin Fields, as he gives opponents lots of challenges that excite Tomlin. Another big topic that the Steelers head coach talked about was wide receiver George Pickens. When asked what Pickens' role was on the Hail Mary at the end of the Cleveland game, he said GP was supposed to be the high point man to catch the ball. On that play, Pickens was tied up with and ran out of the back of the end zone with Browns corner Greg Newsome. Tomlin cited that was how the Browns took Pickens out of the play. Commenting on the scuffle between Pickens and Newsome after that play, Tomlin said he wasn't aware of it and he hadn't seen the video of it. Moving on to this week's game and onto the injury report, Coach T said that outside linebacker Alex Highsmith is, quote, leaning in on returning against the Bengals. The other two injured players that Tomlin mentioned were defensive tackle Montravius Adams and corner Corey Trice, both of whom could return this week. Some other little notes from Tomlin's press conference include him talking about how dangerous the Bengals are despite their record, which us Steeler fans already know that they'll be tough to beat. Tomlin also wants his team to ignore the distractions of the NFL Productions crew being in the Steelers facility, as they have begun filming the new Hard Knocks AFC North show that begins airing next week. Other than that, the Steelers will continue practicing and preparing for the Bengals before they head into the jungle this weekend. Could the Steelers be in the market for a new offensive coordinator after this season? Very rarely is college football news covered on this channel, but a change made at one school could affect the Steelers. On Monday, the University of North Carolina fired longtime head coach Mack Brown. Why does this matter to the Steelers, you ask? This matters because rumors are circulating that one potential candidate to fill the vacant UNC head coach job is current Steelers OC Arthur Smith. Smith went to USC, playing football for the Tar Heels from 2001 to 2005, and served as a graduate assistant afterwards in 2006. According to this rumor from On3 Sports' Andy Staples, Smith has a lot of support from boosters and higher-ups at UNC, putting him as the odds-on favorite for the job. Should Smith accept the job offer, he wouldn't be the first person to leave the NFL to head coach his alma mater, referencing Jim Harbaugh as just one example. Do you guys think that Smith will take the job as the UNC head coach after just one season as the Steelers' offensive coordinator? Let me know in the comments below. The Pittsburgh Penguins put a young forward on waivers. On Monday, the Pittsburgh Penguins acquired 23-year-old forward Philip Tomasino in a trade from the Nashville Predators. Now, the Pens are making another move involving a young forward, but this time it could mean one leaving the team. On Tuesday, right winger Valtteri Puustinen was placed on waivers. Puustinen, like Tomasino in Nashville, has struggled to consistently stay in the Pens lineup this season, playing just 10 games and recording 2 points. The 25-year-old now passes through the waiver wire, and I'm sure lots of teams are heavily considering claiming him. In the meantime, Puustinen remains with the team in Pittsburgh and was a part of this morning's optional skate. Another note from the early skate is that forward Blake Lizotte, who has been dealing with a concussion, was out there this morning and at practice yesterday. He will be a game-time decision according to head coach Mike Sullivan. The Penguins are back in action tonight after a little break as they host the Vancouver Canucks at PPG Paints Arena. Puck drop is scheduled for 7:30 p.m. and it will be Tristan Jarry in net for the Penguins against a probable Arturs Silovs for the Canucks. And finally, the Pittsburgh sports teams help with multiple community services. On Tuesday afternoon, all three of the Pittsburgh professional sports teams partnered to give food and supplies to needy Pittsburgh families as a part of the hashtag #BurghProud Thanksgiving dinner distribution. This fourth annual event, put together by the Pirates, Penguins, Steelers, Giant Eagle, and the Greater Pittsburgh Community Food Bank, provided 300 turkeys and other items to families in need. However, this distribution wasn't the only community service that the Pittsburgh teams were doing. Aside from the event at PNC Park, a group of Pittsburgh Penguins players volunteered to serve Thanksgiving meals at Rainbow Kitchen in Homestead. Rainbow Kitchen Community Services is a nonprofit organization committed to helping low-income families and individuals while addressing hunger, child nutrition, and supportive services. It's awesome to see these Pens players use their little break over the past few days to help spread some holiday cheer. Also on Tuesday, Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback Justin Fields held a Thanksgiving dinner at the 412 Youth Zone. Located in downtown Pittsburgh, the 412 Youth Zone is an organization dedicated to providing a safe environment and support for young adults in Allegheny County facing unstable living circumstances. Fields took time to connect with the youth, helped serve them food, and gave each of them a gift card to support their holiday needs. With Thanksgiving now here and Christmas right around the corner, it's great to see these Pittsburgh athletes give back to the city and those less fortunate. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up a Wednesday edition of the Steel City Sports Report. Again, please be sure to like, comment, and share this video, as well as subscribe to the channel. Thank you all for watching, and I wish each and every one of you a happy Thanksgiving. I will either see you guys back here on Friday with another video, on Sunday in case I go live for Steelers versus Bengals, or on Monday with some more Pittsburgh sports news.